Hi guys, Jessica here to be a book review, but first I'll show you a book I got earlier this week. I traded for it on Swap, and it's Never Have I Ever, which is the sequel to The Lion Game by Sarah Shepard. And I don't have The Lion Game yet, but whenever I can swap for something that I really want, especially this, I swap and I just kind of keep it in my drawer until I get my hands on the other book. So I'm really excited about this, so hopefully I could get The Lion Game soon so I could read that. This review is going to be on L.J. Smith's The Vampire Diary, Volume 1, The Return, Nightfall. It was published by Harper Teen in 2009 and it is 586 pages. If you followed my channel for a while, I loved the first two bind-ups of L.J. Smith, which is the first 4 books of the Vampire Diaries series. I read it, I believe it was last fall, and when I tried to read Nightfall at that time, I just couldn't get into it, and I kind of gave up on the series. So I decided to try to pick it up again, and I'm so thankful that I did, because I am so into this story once again. This book is massive, as you can tell, and it was taking me quite a bit to get through it, but today I actually read the last 340 pages. Just kind of like, I read a little bit earlier today, and then I read like the last 300 or last pages in the last several hours. So pretty much the story continues with Alina, yeah, I think it's Alina, right? And Stefan and Damon. And pretty much more exciting things happen in terms of people trying to control Fell's church, which is where they live, and possessions and violence and adventure and twists and turns and witchcraft and magic and just so many different things. I really don't want to give a lot away about the book, that's why I'm kind of being a little vague, but the back does say, Stefan is left an entry in Elena's diary that shadows her world. Essentially, Stefan leaves Elena after she pretty much becomes human again. If you follow the book, you know that she became a vampire, and then she was a spirit. She died, and then she chose to come back, and then she was a spirit, and now she's alive again. So this just starts the journey of Elena as a human again, and trying to find out where Stefan is, and Stefan or Stefan, I don't know how people say it, and it's just a really exciting book. I really don't want to give away, because I know I don't like when I watch reviews, but this is worth every bit of this like journey through this book. I got into it a lot faster this time after I actually used Wikipedia and reviewed what happened in the first 4 books again, and just refreshed my memory. And it just put me back into knowing pretty much the key facts of what was going on and what had happened, and refreshing my memory. And then I read this, so really great. So I do have Shadow Souls and also The Return Midnight, the next 2 huge volumes of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. I don't know if I'm going to go back to the Sweep series, because I do have that last bind up to read, and the last bind-up will be coming out October 21st, I believe it is. Or if I'm going to continue on Vampire Diaries or read something else, because I really have so many books in my book drawer that I want to read all of them. So I have to decide what I'm going to read next. But that's my quick review. This is 5 out of 5. If you haven't read Vampire Diaries, what are you waiting for? It's fall. It's spooky time. It's haunting. It's it puts me in the mood when it's pumpkin. I don't know what it is about leaves, pumpkins, fall, brisk air, cider, tea, like all this fall kind of stuff. It puts me in the mood to read paranormal, supernatural, all that kind of stuff. Vampires, werewolves, witches, magic, spirits, possessed individuals, and all that fun stuff. So definitely give Vampire Diaries a try. I do recommend that. I probably wouldn't recommend anyone super young reading these books. It does talk about sex, does have some cursing, does have a lot of violence, and is kind of mature topic. So I don't think anyone, 15, 16 maybe at the youngest should read this. I'd say 16 maybe. That's just my opinion. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday. I will talk to you soon. Bye.